Alright, so I had that extra pork butt from the last video. I did 3 pork butts on the smoker, and I wanted to do some pork steaks. So it was a boneless butt, so you got this slash through some of them. But other than that, it looks pretty good. I've got at least 4 good sized steaks and 2 medium sized steaks. And of course, got a little trim here. Make sure if I'll do sausage, or actually I'll probably just throw that on the grill and just cook it when I do probably 3 of these tonight. But I'm gonna get these in the fridge with a dry brine on them, let them set for probably 7 hours or so. I know some people will do overnight, 24 hours, but I'm just gonna try these about 7 hours and see how it turns out, maybe 8 hours. Got these on the rack, about to go in the fridge. Got them rubbed down with some Diamond Crystal kosher salt. Can't really see it, it's been on there for a couple of minutes now. Starting to dissolve, penetrate the meat. Apologize for that noise, it's a dishwasher running. I was packaging up a bunch of pulled pork, vacuum sealing it earlier, so I had some dishes to do. I'm gonna get this in the fridge, and I'll pick up this evening when I cook these. So I'm doing a sauce here. This is similar to a Lexington style. There's a little difference. Now I do have vinegar and ketchup in here and some spices, so it's very similar. But Lynn's fogging up. But I'm gonna use this for the pork steaks, a little of it anyway. I'll mop the pork steaks with these toward the end of the cook when I put them on the kettle shortly. But the rest of this I'll bottle and just use as a regular sauce for pulled pork or whatever else. I'm gonna use a little bit of this lump charcoal here to get the kettle going. Put that in there, and I'm gonna put the rack on. And I've got another rack that goes on top to kind of elevate those steaks. We'll do direct heat on these. So get this fired up. Tumbleweed on each side to kind of get that thing going good. Here's a rack I bought, a little riser, and I got looking. I think I put it on upside down. I think this lip is probably supposed to be on the underside, but I don't guess it doesn't matter. If I ever put something on there like little cherry tomatoes or peppers or something to roast them, I had to keep them from rolling off of there, I guess. Anyway, set on there like that. Let that lump burn down just a little bit and get them pork steaks on here. Right, the flames are starting to die down in there. Got a good little bed of coals going. Kind of hard to see with this camera. And I got the flash on because it's nighttime out here. But I'm gonna use some of these mesquite chips too. And no, you don't soak these in water. I don't know why or who came up with that. But when you soak your wood, whether it's splits, chunks, anything, you go soaking it in water, you're going to end up getting steam and all that. You don't want that. You might as well burn green wood if you're going to dunk it in water. But I'm going to put that lid on there, let this top grate preheat, and go in there and get those steaks. Come out here and I'll just chunk some of those chips in there. They'll probably fall down through there. I got these things on. Had a couple small chunks I was going to use as snacks. 2 good steaks. That was a good steak, but had that loose piece where it was a boneless cut. It was just dangling by a little piece of meat, so I just cut that thing off and made a small one. So I'm gonna let these cook for a little bit over this direct heat and kind of keep eye on it. Got those mesquite chips under there. Once I flip them, I got some sauce in there I'm gonna mop on there that I showed making a while ago. Stick that old sauce in there, keep it warm. Be ready to flip these here in just a few minutes. Put a little on there. There, go ahead and flip these over. You know, a lot of cook surface on this elevated rack. Centered it right more over the heat. Get some good color on these. I flipped them a couple times here. A little bit of this mop sauce on here. Can't believe he's about ready to come off. Both sides have been mopped, they've been flipped a few times. Temp at about 165. So we'll pull these off. First time making them, so I don't think you got to run them up to 203 or nothing. They'll probably be, you know, not fall apart tender. I mean, it is a steak after all. And here's the finished product. I tried a bite of one of those little scrap pieces I cooked. Turned out really, really good. Not bad for my first time making one of these. Definitely be doing this again. And one more clip before I go eat this. Thought I'd show you the cross section. They even got a little smoker ring in there. Surprising since it wasn't on the kettle that long. It's that little bit of mesquite chips I put in there. Really good flavor. The mop sauce turned out good. Just enough smoke flavor won't turn that good.